Plaintiff, Ashley Miller, says the defendant is her sister, and the two of them used to be best friends. Ashley claims after they rented an apartment together and her sister started using cocaine, she stole money from Ashley to support her drug habit. Ashley's suing her sister for the stolen money and unpaid rent. Defendant Susan Miller admits her life took a turn for the worse and she started using drugs, but she insists it was only marijuana. Susan also admits stealing from Ashley to buy marijuana, but she claims Ashley also stole from her, so she's countersuing.
Start with you.
All right, me and Susan were sisters, not only sisters, best friends. My whole life I looked up to her. On my 18th birthday, we got matching tattoos on the back of our neck. They say always sisters, forever friends. At the end of September, we moved in together.
Maybe we should do that.
You are a good friend, but go ahead.
Okay, at the end of September, me and her moved into an apartment together. For the first month, everything was going great. The second month, that's when it started going downhill. She would go out at night, sleep all day. Eventually, she ended up getting, fired from her job. About a couple weeks later, I then found a CD. It did have white powder on it. It was coke. I confronted her about it. She, said that she wasn't going to do it anymore. She knew that I didn't like drugs, so she said she apologized, that she was going to stop and she was going to get her act together. A couple weeks later, I then found out that she did take $200 out of my ATM card.
Before we get to the specific allegations, let me hear from her.
Your Honor, I'd like to start off by telling you that I do love my sister a lot. I've lost her pretty much as a sister and as a friend. I haven't seen or spoke to her since we've had a falling out back in February when we lost the apartment due to me. Things were going great in September when she moved out of my parents' house. I was working, everything was going good. I wasn't partying, I wasn't drinking, I wasn't staying out. My priorities were in order, everything was good. And then they seemed to get out of order when I got off track. That's when they got out of order. When I got involved with the wrong crowd, I did get caught up into smoking weed. Yes, there was a CD in my room with white residue on it, but it was not mine. When I had parties, it was a friend's. I didn't know it was until
So you had a friend snorting cocaine in the house?
I didn't know he was snorting cocaine until I approached, because it was his CD.
I'm asking you, did you ultimately come to find out?
Yes, I did. Yeah, we had good times together, me and my sister, in the beginning, yes. And then I did lose my job, I lost my job in November. And then
she was about to tell me you stole some of her money.
I didn't steal her money.
$200 you never took from her?
I took it out of her account to pay a bill, but I did not pay the. I went with her permission.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me hear from her.
Yeah, she went to the ATM machine and took $200 off the ATM card.
She said you gave her permission?
No, I did not. I found out looking at my statements. I confronted her about it. She said that she had to pay some bills, but she was scared to ask me in case I said no.
And you got the money where? From
out of her ATM.
Okay, and you had the code, obviously.
She gave it to me.
Yeah, well, how would she get your code?
Well, we lived together, so like I was the only one that drove. So if I told her to go to the store, she would use the ATM card, but that was with my permission. I never gave her permission to use, my PIN number without it.
But she had the number. That's how she got it.
Yeah, she knew. And so after that, she apologized. She said that she had to pay somebody. She was afraid I was going to say no. And then I said, it's okay, just pay me back, So I forgave her. A couple weeks later, she then took $1,500 from me out of my purse in the apartment.
How do you know it was her?
She admitted to it. I asked her. Me and her were the only ones that stayed there.
I did.
Why?
It was I was going to pay the bills with it, but I went and bought drugs.
Right.
Weed.
So you know weed. You're a dope fiend. There ain't nobody steal their sister's $1,500 to buy no weed. You're a cokehead and a dope fiend, sounds like to me.
No.
Sounds like you're a crackhead, stealing that much money. How much weed did you buy with $1,500?
I bought a lot.
Tell me how much.
It was about 2.5, 3 pounds.
What'd you do with 3 pounds of weed?
I partied. And
smoked up 3 pounds of weed. Over what time?
Just not me, though.
Ma'am,
not me.
Ma'am, let's not talk about that anymore because you're insulting my intelligence now to tell me that you smoked 3 pounds of weed. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead and give us some tissue, please. At some point, unfortunately, you have to come to the reality that people make their own choices in life and they suffer the consequences. You can love them and be nice to them, but just don't be a victim. Just don't be a victim of their lifestyle. We all have relatives, friends, and loved ones that we love very much, but we should love ourselves enough to not be a victim and held hostage by their destructive lifestyle. That's the whole deal. Keep loving her. Keep loving her. But just lock your stuff up when she comes over. That's all. Hey, I love you. Hey, sister, I'm glad you can make it. Hold on 1 second. Yeah.
You know, now I realize things. If I could change stuff, I would. I wouldn't be as trustworthy as I was with her.
Right.
But, you know, it's the past. So then she did agree to pay me back the $1,500. She apologized a lot. I listened to her.
Your Honor, no, she's lying.
I know she is. Go ahead.
So she said that she was going to pay the $1,500 by February, and she signed an agreement that she was going to.
She signed an agreement?
Hello,
did you sign an agreement?
I don't remember.
I know you don't. Your mind is fried. Go ahead. Unpaid rent. How do we get to that?
Well, we moved in September. She was working as a waitress when we first moved in, so she didn't really have guaranteed money. So I paid, you know, I have a copy for it if you want.
What was the agreement again? How much was she to pay?
The rent total was $1,395, so we split it each for $700.
And she missed how many months?
She missed a total of 3.5 months.
All right, ma'am, is this true?
Yes.
All right, so why didn't you pay her?
I didn't have a job.
Move-in expenses, how does she owe you for that?
Well, we moved in September. She didn't have the money, so I paid for her the security deposit was $400, so we split that in half. Also, the application fee, we split that in half. She had a dog, so I had to pay for the dog.
She knew I didn't have a job.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I had to pay for the dog at the beginning, and then also the rest of the September rent.
Okay. All right. And what do you say to all this, ma'am?
She offered to pay for the security deposit, the application fee, and she knew I wasn't going to move without taking my dog with me.
You haven't worked since then?
I'm sorry?
Have you worked since then?
Yes, I have. And I'd like to say that I haven't.
So why haven't you paid her since you began working?
I haven't talked to her or spoken with her.
You can send it in the mail.
I could, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I could.
This your mom?
Yes.
Have you asked your mom to get her some of the money?
No, I didn't want to get my mom involved in anything.
All right, so you had absolutely no way of getting in touch to give her money. You didn't think if you called her up and said, hey, sis.
I don't have her phone number.
All right, you didn't think there was any other way?
I could have mailed, yes.
Okay,
I could have, and I haven't, no. But I have not been on drugs.
Okay.
For 5 to 6 months, which I did.
6 months?
5 to 6 months now, almost going on 6 months.
How so?
I've changed my group of friends.
Okay. Ma'am, do you want to speak?
I do, Your Honor. Thank you.
State your name.
My name is Renee Miller, and I'm Ashley's mom, and Susan's mom. And Your Honor, I shouldn't be sitting on this side. I need to be in the middle. These are both my girls. When these girls moved out on their own, their father and I was very concerned with them adventuring out. With the cost of living every month, we didn't see how they were going to be able to do it. It lasted longer than Daddy and I gave them credit for, but in the meantime, it's put one rift with these girls, and it's all based on monies. And the old saying is, money is the root of all evil. And I strongly believe that.
No, it sounds like it's based on drugs.
And that's very true, sir. And
if she would steal her money and buy drugs, we have to assume that she would take her rent money and buy drugs. So I think the root of all the problems is drugs.
Is the drugs. And for that situation, Your Honor,
she ever stole it from you?
No.
Your witness want to speak?
She's covering it, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
She's covered basically.
All right. You said you had a document reflecting that she agreed she would pay you, one in which she said she didn't sign, right?
I don't remember signing.
Oh, okay. Is that your signature?
Yes.
All right. And your counterclaims for $1,500 for property she stole from you.
Yes, but before we get to that, can I just tell you that I did pay back $700 out of the $17 that I took from her, that I stole?
Did she?
Yes.
All right.
But she
so
did not...
is that included in this?
That was
So I
before.
should deduct it from this?
So now it's just 1,000.
1,000 from that. Go ahead.
Countersuing for pictures that she took out of my room. She took all my pictures. And granted, yes, I know that I stole the $1,700 from her. And
Did
I
you
paid back
ask for them
$700.
back? Oh, I'm sorry, you couldn't reach her.
No, I couldn't. I can't.
All right. So she probably still has them. She'll be glad to give them to you, I'm sure. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see, all you gotta do is get her a new number. You have a new number?
Yes.
Give her your new number and she'll
Okay.
know how to pay you your money back and you'll know how to give her pictures. All right? So we got an easy solution here to two good sisters. I'm going to grant you your judgment, $4,200. You've proven that she owes. Your excuse is that you didn't have the money, and that's not a legal defense. $4,200 for the plaintiff.
Thank
Your
you, Your
claim
Honor.
of stolen property is dismissed. She's going to give the property back, and if she doesn't,
Thank
ma'am, within 10 days, then you'll have to pay her for it, all right?
Okay, sir.
Good luck to you.
I would like me and my sister to have our relationship that we did and try to put everything past us.
I just want to give my sister a hug and tell her it's good to see her again.
Okay.
My girls love each other very much, and I could not be happier and that this is resolved. And moving forward, this will never happen again,
No,
ever.
I got a job, so it's good. And
Whether a job or no job, it
but
won't happen again.
Won't happen.